Yo, like,
Yes, sir.
remember that video you made like 9 years ago, and you were making a video with Gio, and you grabbed the chip, and you were like, "I'm gonna take this chip and eat it."
Oh yeah.
You know, I just figured out what that was about. I was like, "Hey, I just watched Death Note." I said, "Son of a gun!" That's what he meant.
Yeah.
I'm like
Yeah.
10 years late. Oh, that video makes more sense to me
I
now.
seen that clip pop up on my feed.
You said what?
Mm. I said I seen that Death Note clip pop up on my feed recently.
Mm.
I still go back and I think I got most of those videos set to private, but
The good old
I
days.
still go back and watch them sometimes.
But yeah,
Facts.
social distancing. We need to wear our masks.
Okay.
Oh, right, right.
Jerry's all like 5 inches
didn't
away
know.
from me.
I wear it all the time. Like at work, I forgot I had it on. Still, I'm like, wait, I don't need this.
All right, let's get it popping. All right, so we're gonna hop into this podcast. I don't really like formalities too much, but try to get everybody introduced. We're gonna talk about much stuff from 2020, Christmas, and just kind of get it rolling.
Word.
Start with introductions. Go ahead, Crade and or whatever you want to be referred to.
Just call me Jerry, aka Jer Bear.
I'm calling you Jared Bear all the podcasts then.
Everyone does that, so I'm okay with. People call me that without me even introducing me as Jer Bear. Like, okay, no, you're officially Jer Bear.
I'm sorry.
We'll just go across the top.
You say go across the top.
Yeah.
What's up? I'm Tay. Screen name Leatrix, but you can call me Tay, man. I ain't nobody special. Nice to meet everybody.
Roger, Roger.
Nice to meet you.
Don't
I
mind me.
am.
I'm about to say we about to skip you like it.
Right.
Way too much.
I was
You got his
just making
name,
sure
yo.
it's good.
Time to
Don't mind
shine,
me.
yo.
Leave me
You got his
alone.
name.
We always just need to
Hey,
look at
look,
that.
it's light strife, Liggett, you know. Y'all know it's whatever.
Do we though?
Light and or Liggett.
All right. I'm Tevin. Just call me
The
Tevin.
homies call me Liggett.
Oh, okay.
Lig.
Oh, dang. Oh.
Still on. Oh, okay. Oh, my bad. I'm Tevin, and that's Lig up in the top right. All right. In the middle, we got
I
F
don't know the
dot.
order.
This man's eating chips.
Oh, it's my turn for introduction.
Yeah.
Oh, what's going on? Show me. Wait, this how you do. Well, so, you already know I'm gonna act up. Come on, man. What's going on, y'all? My name is Stefan. I'm part of the honorary Day One squad. Me, Kel, and Tevin. Everybody else. ain't that so, Sento and Gio are the Thunder Rangers. They are the Thunder Rangers. They came out the cut like, yo, who are these people? Remember, Maurice?
I was there. I came after Stefan. I mean, Sento and Gio.
Were you after?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, so he was like the Green Ranger. He was like that Sixth Ranger. Came in, I was like, who's that guy?
You can call me.
I was jealous at first. All the girls liked him. I was like, man, get out of here, man.
He always do the stretch and lift up his shirt.
Right.
Fucker, he got abs.
No, he got abs. Once you get my chick, okay, he's good, bro. Yeesh. Nah, but yeah, I'm Stefan, man. What's going on? And I'm gonna be eating too, so admire my pizza. All you, Ryu.
All right. My name's Sento. I go by NKR Win, aka S. Dot, aka no. Sorry.
Whoa.
Nah, Sento is fine.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna stop goofing around. All right.
Centennial. Corinthians.
Oh, so me.
Yeah, let's say we have Prime.
I was about to say. For this video, I'll just go by Corinthians or Prime. One or two, either one. Appreciate being on the stream. You know. Hey, mom.
Hi, Mom.
She watches this later.
All right. Cool.
Word.
All right. I don't know if everyone has a list of topics. I can pop it up on the screen if y'all want to take a look.
Yeah, my first subtopic is I'm gonna go get my pizza. I'll be right back.
Oh, word. As
Second
long as you're
subtopic,
sharing, we can talk about it.
Yeah,
J5.
did you bring enough to share with the class?
Um,
Away.
my video player at. Go ahead and get this shown. Boom. And a. Boom. All right. Cool. All right. I don't know how well y'all can see this, but it's kind of where we're starting at. On top of our list. Start with some Christmas stuff, and then we'll just get going on 2020, the crap year that it's been so far, at least for a
You
majority
taking
of
some
us.
notes? Who's taking notes?
Who's taking notes? What do you mean?
Yeah.
What do we need
Yeah,
notes
that way we
for?
can, I don't know, just that way we have it for future, you know. So this is
I
what
like it,
Jerry
Jerry.
Bear
I
I
like
feel
said.
like
it.
we're tuning in
This
the
is
class
what
with the notes.
Liggett
It's
said.
being
This is what.
recorded. What?
Yeah, no, I actually like that.
That's 2020 class.
What you
Uh,
mean?
I mean, I see the Excel document. It's all nice and neat. I mean, is this Excel or no? What is it?
It's Google Sheets. Don't
Oh,
disrespect Google like that, man.
look, it almost look like an Excel spreadsheet.
No worries. But yeah, we'll just
Hey, I
refer
gotta
to
say
that.
something real quick.
What's up?
Mute.
Electrics, you do matter. I know she said I ain't nobody, man. You part of the. Well, yeah, you
Yo,
with us.
I was gonna
So
say that.
you do matter. Don't say that.
Word. I appreciate it. Dang, that was very inspirational. That scared me for a second. I was like, oh, snap. You know
About
what
to
I'm
get
saying?
booted.
Yeah, all up in the class, yo. I'm like, oh, what's about to happen, yo? And you eating? So I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm definitely finna get roasted. He took time from eating the roast. Dang. You know what I'm saying? Here it comes.
No, you
I
good, bro.
appreciate that, though, bro.
Yeah, no doubt.
All right, now that all the hugging and kissing is done, let's go ahead and get right into this stream. Like I said, I'm S. Akuma, and appreciate everybody coming on my stream. No, not right now. All right, go ahead.
I'm about to say, you finished or you done?
What the heck?
At first, I thought you were being serious, and I really started listening to what you were saying. I'm like,
It's like, nah, that ain't it. All right, go ahead, start us off. Look at what you get for Christmas, man. How was everything for you?
So, Danny got me a Mobile Suit Gundam backpack, which I didn't want to spend the money on. I seen it at Box Lunch, it was like $80, and then I was like, "Yo, it'd be nice, but I'm not dropping $80 on a backpack." And then she got me the backpack anyway, so I was like, "All right, bet." So
that's dope.
then I got like
What she give me?
plenty of socks. Oh, it's love. It's all love. It's love from downstairs.
All right.
She told me to tell you. She got an express package, USPS first class.
Let me send me the tracking number. I'll be waiting.
Mad socks. Mad socks.
So the socks are mad.
Yeah, angry, a little irritable, disgruntled.
Disgruntled.
And then some Cowboy Bebop shot glasses. So
Nice.
Bro, did you see that they was doing like a holiday marathon?
Oh, Tsunami?
Yeah, I guess for
yeah,
Cowboy
I'm
Bebop.
sorry
Yeah.
because I don't.
I feel like
Yeah.
he was the one who said that.
Yeah. So I don't have basic cable, so because I use streaming services,
Hmm.
so I didn't watch it. But I mean, I have 3 different copies of Cowboy Bebop on Blu-ray.
So I was
So
about to
it's
say, I'm
whatever.
pretty
I
sure
can
you have
watch it.
all
Why
the whole
3?
collection.
Why 3 different copies?
I mean, he said 3 different.
You gotta have
Because
the HD collection, the regular.
I got
Very
the
4K
the standard one that came out initially. I got the one that came out a few years ago for like Walmart and Target, and then I got a steelbook. So
Bro. I don't know about that. That's a lot.
that was
Yeah.
good for Christmas though.
Okay, as long as you didn't pay for it, I guess.
Yeah.
That's fine.
I did, but whatever. Anyway.
Bro, what I got a bunch of stuff I haven't really used yet. Like this has been like the first real Christmas for I guess me and my family since I've been gone such a long time being in college and all that. So that's been kind of weird. We actually did a bunch of stuff this
Mhm.
time.
Good.
Um,
That's good.
yeah, Kel kind of like balled out on all of us though, so kind of like
Oh.
yeah. Kel's
Like got y'all a whole bunch of stuff. Like
yeah, dude. He dropped a lot of money.
Kel is a
Word.
millionaire. For those who don't know, he has the right to buy a house right now. So go ahead.
I believe it.
I said this man got my mom a computer. He bought me a gaming monitor. He bought me Super Mario Sunshine, like was it the Mario Anniversary Collection thing for Switch?
Oh, nice.
You didn't just get him a cup, did you?
Dude, I didn't get him anything. I got him a chair earlier in the year.
No, that was
Oh,
word to
man.
Cinto.
I felt so bad too. I was like, bro, I didn't even know what to get Kel. It's like Kel's like pretty chill. He doesn't like, yo, I want this, I want this. I'm trying to get
You
this.
should
I'm
have got
trying
a
to get
gaming
this.
computer.
I thought about it, but he said he just wanted a laptop at the same time. Like, I don't know. So I probably at some point I probably end up getting a laptop. But
Yeah, if you need
They stay coming out
help
with
with
Bruce Lee
laptop.
shoes.
true. I was thinking about getting him like the Bruce Lee
Stay
down,
coming.
the book,
Oh,
like
okay.
the book for Jeet Kune Do. I thought about getting him that. I'm just like, dude, is he even gonna read it? Cause like, I know he doesn't, he doesn't really care to read. So that
Yeah,
joke would
getting
just
the
be
Nah,
audiobook
chilling
man.
there.
edition. Let it be read
Just get him
to
a red tie and tell him to wrap it around his head. Call him Ryu.
Yo, I actually have the headband from like when Street Fighter 4 came out, like originally. When
Oh,
they was
dope.
doing
Oh
like
yeah. Yeah.
still in the wrapping, so I haven't opened it yet. But
Yeah, I got the Scorpion mask from the Mortal Kombat game when it came out. 11.
they actually, I didn't even hear
Wait, they
about
actually
that.
had a mask for that?
Yeah, that's
Well,
what I'm saying.
it was like an under mask. It was like from your mouth down, not like the entire like mask. But
Oh, that works perfectly now.
yeah, right. Only problem is I don't know where it is. But yeah, it's pretty cool.
But yeah, got a gaming monitor, got that. Parents got me like a toothbrush, electric toothbrush, and what else did I get? Bro, I honestly don't remember anything else. But yeah, oh yeah, I got a gaming desk. My parents got me that, me and Kel that as well. So
Dope.
I have to get that all set up because I'm freaking rocking like a lunch table, like a picnic table right now.
Look, if you see my setup, I have right now. I'm on a food tray right now.
I'm gonna need to see that.
Okay.
That's not a food tray.
The thing is, I decked out my food tray. I mean, look at this. That's what it is.
Ooh,
Oh,
That's dope.
okay.
Yeah, got 4 food trays. One has My Hero Academia. The one has One Piece. The other one has The Office. Last one has Rick and Morty
Are
stickers all around them.
you
So
taping
you're
it
saying
down
you're
or
actually
stickering it down or what?
Yeah, we're stickering them because
Okay.
why not? Gotta make them look more unique than
Well, I'm
just
not sure if like you're
on
buying
the
it like
table.
that or not.
No. We buy the stickers and we
Okay.
put them ourselves.
your food tray
so you
looks
don't
better
actually
than my
eat
whole
on that.
desk.
Huh?
No, so your food tray looks better than my whole desk. You made me embarrassed a little bit. Like, dang.
No. We do eat on it.
Not.
You know me and Gabby. We're artists. We put like a clear coating on it so that way food just wipes right off.
That's smart. Like lamination kind of sort of.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
now
that's
is a great time to go ahead and put a plug in for our sponsors. For those who actually did our video, this is from spoiledkids.com. Again, that's spoiledkids.com, where you can actually find parents with money to spoil you for Christmas. All right, go ahead, Tim.
Is there a promo code? To get 20% off?
Yeah, you gotta get
go in the
promo
promo code.
Promo code Perspektev. Perspektev, and you can get parents like his.
Oh, so I'm the spoiled kid. I got you. I got you.
All love. All love.
Man sounds jealous. That's all it is. I get it.
It is. It is.
How was your Christmas, dude?
Christmas time was good. Actually, for Christmas, I told my parents not to get me anything. Actually, my family not to get me anything. It was just pretty cool to have the family together. It was the first time my brother had a Christmas outside of jail. He was in there 10 years, so I didn't want the focus to be on me,
Mhm.
so on him. So we just we showered him with gifts and whatnot. So it's pretty cool
God
to
is
have
good.
family there and whatnot. Yeah, man. So it was pretty cool to just have family there and just eat a lot of food and just watch TV and chill and just talk about good times. We all dressed up together. Had matching pajamas and we had family shirts made for 2020 and whatnot. Just staying positive during this year. So that's what was more
That's what's up,
important to
man.
me. Yeah, man.
Going all out with the clothing and everything.
Yep.
I know Tay did like something similar to that.
Yeah. We my whole family came into town. This is the first time they all came to my house. So we had like 3 families converge on this, 4-bedroom. It was packed. People shoulder to shoulder. We had tons of presents, more for the kids because it was mostly kids. But we focused on more of tradition. So we did all types of stuff we usually wouldn't do. We had matching pajamas. Man, we went mad corny, like matching pajamas. We made TikToks. Your boy wasn't dancing. Nothing was being shook over here. You know what I'm saying? But we did TikToks. We had cakes, and it was just the kids was getting over, man. Let's just be real. It was about the kids winning. Earlier this month, though, to rather bring it in because I've never been one for gifts. I won like $500 off my like third ever scratch off I've ever purchased. It was one of those things. It was like, yo, I got $2 in my pocket. Like,
Word.
I won $500 and I took 300 of it, and we put some packages together for like some homeless, for the homeless folks around here.
Bro, that's
I
what's
live
up.
in Charlotte, and that's all.
What's up? That's what's up. That's what's
So you
up.
see, and so I taught the kids about giving. That was more of like my Christmas, trying to do something good for others because I know there's a lot of people, especially around here, that would otherwise not be
Struggling.
homeless with the quarantine and everything. They're otherwise like some super successful people just on the streets now.
That was really cool that you still thought about others even after winning some money like that. That's dope.
Yeah, especially in the times that we're in right now.
Yeah, man, especially these times, man.
It's like, bro,
Appreciate it.
free
Hopefully the
300.
kids got that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And my boy Cinto.
Oh.
First off, congratulations.
Oh, thank you.
I think he
I was
was.
gonna say that was weak.
I ordered it.
Wait, wait. I think the reason he laughed is because he said, "What's the point of giving code names if you're gonna call me by my government?"
No, that's fine. No, I can't follow up that Christmas story, but what I can say, my fiance ended up getting me the rest of my Naruto collection, which is kind of
Wait,
fun.
what?
I never. All right, there's some context for that.
Elaborate on that.
I've never finished getting the original Naruto box sets. I was missing the first 4, and she went out of her way to get it. Like she got the OG boxes. Like she could have got the new collector's one, like what Lincoln would do with Cowboy Bebop. No, but she got the OG ones. They're probably like $60, $70, like overpriced. And she went out her way and got like all 4 of them. And that's what I got for Christmas from her. And I got a couple of other nice things that I'm not gonna get shamed for. I'm not going there.
Bro, you can't bring it up.
All right. So, all right. Look, I'll give you guys context of that. So, we did a gift exchange with the Pagans, and I ended up getting, and she's laughing. Getting the gifts from Jerry, and I wanted to give him their gifts. I didn't give them all of their gifts. I gave them just Jerry's half, and Dilly ended up proceeding to take my head off. He's like, "Why'd you give it to him?" Knowing that nothing was left. I was like, "Well, I thought it was cool."
Yeah,
She was like, "It wasn't good."
Are you sure this is it? What I was there.
Yeah, no, no. I still feel bad, but the gift is coming. It just got held up, so I thought it was fine, but it's not.
What he's trying to say is what he ended up getting from the Pagans was
I can show you guys. Oh, what? No, y'all weird. This is a sushi tray. This is for Dilly, and this is mine.
Sailor Moon. That's what's up.
That's dope.
Bro.
Yeah,
Where y'all be finding
this?
this
Is why we
stuff
lose to
at?
them every year.
I don't see it as a competition though.
It's
Oh, but
always
it
a competition.
is. Oh, it is.
You don't know how much a gift giver this girl is. Like, we got something else. Oh, let me show you this. Y'all gonna laugh.
Yo, the excitement in your voice.
Yeah, man. Don't even know how to-
This is what Fran got.
Yo, does someone have the stream open right now? So I'm getting a lot of feedback.
Excuse me. What is it?
This is supposed to be JoJo's Bizarre Adventure with our heads
Keep it on,
photoshopped
Stephon.
on
He's
it.
choking. Hold on. Keep it on the cool. He's choking.
And that's supposed to be me.
Yo.
Cat.
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah, that's dope.
All right, but yeah. Other than that, I got some standard stuff. I got a lot of things that I didn't ask for, but I needed, which I really, really, really appreciate because I didn't know what to get for myself this year. So yeah, that's all I got. I did get a lot of stuff. I'm not going into it. Thank you.
Woo. Yo, I just want you to know that Electric is judging you. He said he fed the homeless, and you out there shopping for yourself. That's what he said, though.
Nah.
He just sent me a text message.
That's why I said. That's why I said that. I was like, I can't follow that up.
Bro, you guys are mad creative on that side. I'm jealous. I'm terrible at this, yo. You know what I mean? They're like, what is it? I'm like, yo, just socks. Just give me socks. I'll be happy. You know what I'm saying?
Wallet.
Yeah.
Get me a
I'm that
wallet.
basic dude. My big toe was ripped through every sock I got. Just give me some
Oh,
socks.
you ain't lying.
Straight up, bro. That big toe is that, bro. Straight up.
All right, let me get that back.
Are you frozen, Stephon?
No.
I thought for a second he was glitched. I was like, oh,
I'm chilling, man. I'm chilling.
man. My man lagging in real life.
I'm really bad at with cutting people off and stuff, and I don't do it on purpose. But I'm trying to do my best to like just chill sometimes, and
Appreciate it.
sometimes,
Sometimes.
and
Yeah.
so other people can talk.
Good.
You got it.
Shut up.
I'm not
I hear
muted.
you over here whispering. My voice just carries, so like the other person's just like, all right, just let him talk. I don't do it on purpose.
All right, what you got then?
Oh, is it on me?
Yeah.
Oh, so do I have the floor? Okay. Now, socks on socks on socks. No, for real, though, I ended up getting a whole bunch of socks, and I got probably my coolest gift out of all. My girl got me a JBL Charge 4,
Ooh.
big old speaker, external speaker.
Nice.
Yeah.
Right.
It was gonna be dope. You know,
Now, is it water resistant or waterproof?
I don't know. Is it water resistant? Waterproof?
I saw the
Should
splash
say on
on
the
it. That's
box.
why.
Well, you know what?
Splash on
I
it.
see water. There's water in the picture, so I'm gonna say yes, water resistant.
False advertising, man.
Water resistance for $200.
I'm gonna need you to go into the shower and test it out right now.
Yeah.
I ain't trying to see it.
Man. R.I.P.
But I got some clothes like I'm actually wearing it now. You guys familiar with Fabletics? It's not Kevin Hart's brand, but he's been promoting for them a lot.
I thought it was fabulous.
No.
FABOLO.
I was gonna say.
Black people don't be black. But she got me 2 jumpsuits, one Fabletics jumpsuit. All I wear is black, some red. I think black is actually low key my favorite color, not red. Sweatsuit, jumpsuit. Where's my super suit? All the same. So that I got like a Under Armour set. She got me some, I think, some underwear, and my grandparents gave me some money. My money gets diminished nowadays though because I have a son, so I don't get what I used to get. It gets split up between the family, and he gets like most of it now. So that's like been transferred over. So don't have kids unless you, yeah.
My kids can almost kiss now.
You really know, like, I think we got like what $300, and she and him, they got 100 each. We all got 100 each. When I used to, we just get all that or whatever. So times have changed, but it's okay. What else did I get? Money, and I'm gonna go off the. Oh yeah, I got some Marvel cups, some Deadpool Marvel cups. I'm in the Deadpool and Black Panther a lot, and so I got some like it's like set of Marvel cups or whatever. But I'll probably just actually keep the. I don't know if I'm gonna open them, but what? Great. Oh, that don't count. We get those every month. Anyway, but yeah. So I actually so I didn't send out any of my gifts because I'm actually gonna veer off the road here for a second. Actually, ended up getting COVID. Now I'm not ashamed to talk about anything. or anything like that. I think a lot of people are like never really want to tell people if they got it or not. But I mean, I work at the post office as a letter carrier, so I was out there in the trenches since January this year, and I was doing good all the way up to late November because we got tested once late October and we were negative, but then somehow I guess between October and late November we ended up getting it. So I was just actually out of commission for 3 weeks. Excuse me. And but I'm good now though. But I say that to say like I didn't send out any of my Christmas gifts, so I still got all the money and stuff I was gonna be giving out, chilling because I don't, it's gotta be careful, lay low for a while just to make sure everything's good up here if I go sending gifts and whatever. So
Yeah.
like I said, I'm clear though. It's not that I have the virus anymore. Even if I did, I'm not contagious. But just my grandparents being elderly and then my mom and stuff, just hold off on it. They ain't in a rush for it, so it's all good.
Yeah. So are you a true believer?
In the virus?
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Because
Right.
there's tons of people out there that are like, nah, it's not real. It's not this. It's not that.
I wasn't really tripping about it. I know I did start washing my hands way more often when the virus first came into everybody's ear about it, and just being very careful with obviously masks and all that. But I tell you what, it's not that when political season came around with the elections and all that, like we were just getting bodied with political mail ridiculously, and I was so annoyed. I mean every day it was like these little like stacks of this, like for my entire route, these little thin sheets of this political mail. Y'all probably all know. Y'all probably got a whole bunch during the whole season. And at one point, I was like, you know what? I hope I get the virus so I can stay out of work for 2 weeks. It was that bad. It was that bad. Like I wanted to get the virus because I was so sick of work at that point. And then I actually got it, and I was like, wait, I was just joking. I don't actually want it, but I'm just talking crap. I don't really want it. But yeah, like first thing that happened that made me know for sure is Thanksgiving Day, gym closed gym closed at 3, and I was supposed to go. I think I woke up in the morning, ate breakfast, everything was fine. Sat for about 2 hours, let my food digest. Get up to go to the gym. All of a sudden, I can't get up.
Like you physically couldn't get up?
Yeah, well, I mean, I could literally get up, but like
it was just
my body was just super sore and stuff out of nowhere.
Yeah,
and that's so weird because the night before I was fine, and like I said, when I woke up, I was fine, and yeah, so that was like I guess my lymph nodes, like under here, under your armpit or whatever, they were like really sore, and my girlfriend was like poking at them, making me hurt more, being mean, but yeah, but then like 2 or 3 days later, I lost my sense of smell. So when I lost my sense of smell, that made me kind of panic, and I was like telling Jazz, I was like, "Dang, if I die, I love you, this and that." She's like, "Oh, shut up, you'd be fine, this and that." But
like
I just
at that time you knew,
die,
like at that time you knew. I said at that time you knew you had COVID or what?
When the guy that had it prior, he lost his sense of taste, and that's how it was a red flag to him. So when I heard him say that, and then remember that when I actually lost my sense of smell, that's what made me really panic. I was like, "Wow, I think I really got this stuff." And I put alcohol straight up to my nose, wouldn't even flinch. You know how you normally would if you put alcohol that close up to your nose. So that's what really scared. It scared me, but not scared me. I was just like, wow, I can't believe I actually have this virus. Like I've been ducking and dodging this long. So
yeah.
But God is good. I'm good now though, so that's really good.
That's what's up, man. That's definitely a blessing. Like I've always been curious about like, cause I know people are like it's not real, and I've seen that a lot on the news. Like whatever different news sources are out there, like on Fox, you probably see one side, and CNN see a different side. Just all the biases. But like seeing people talk about it in different ways like that, and some people, especially older people, that seem to not care at all, then I'm like, how are you in that position to not care when you're one of the people that's going to be affected by it the most?
I mean, in general, we can just talk about this country as a whole. We're some dummies, man.
Yeah.
Because we could have had this under control. The other countries are laughing at us right now, looking at us like crazy because people just don't want to stay inside. They're getting sick of staying inside. And it's like we get that, but it's really wearing your mask is more about protecting the person next to you, not you, really. Well, you do, like, at the same time.
Go ahead, Liggett.
Not to downplay the, not to take anything away from what Stefan's saying, but I think, I also don't want to downplay the virus either because you know how I feel about it. But
how do you feel about it?
This year was just also really bad. So yeah, I do think it needs to be taken seriously, and that there's a reason why these scientists and medical experts and doctors have their degrees and different in these type of fields. And I think that Stefan said, as a country, we're some dummies. You know, we don't listen. Everybody thinks they know better than everybody else, and you know
Tired of being
how to treat their family, and yeah, and, you know, they just get bored. They don't want to go abide by the guidelines or whatever. So I do think that is one side of it. Other because again, like my grandparents, they passed away this year, and they were both COVID related. So that was kind of an eye opener for me. And then I'm like my man Stefan said, I'm ducking and dodging too, because you know
Excuse
a lot of people in my immediate family are high risk. So you know I kind of had to be careful. But
I think it's one
I
of
do
those things
think that
like
it.
when black people see somebody, another black person run, they all just run and you ask questions later. I think we should all treat the virus. I think we should all treat the virus the same way. Like you say, we
Yeah,
talking, about a mass virus throughout the country. Take it serious and then ask questions later. Like play around with it.
yeah,
Yeah. There's
yeah.
just gonna be a small
But
portion of your
I
life
do
that you
think,
have to give up a little bit of.
Yeah.
yeah, I do think that it was kind of a bad year because like certain things that we could have controlled that we didn't, but there's also certain things that just happened that put a lot of people in a lot of public spaces at the same time as this virus. Like you have like all like the protests and stuff like that going on too.
There was a
And you
lot of
know,
trauma this year. Absolutely, like trauma with people losing their own personal loved ones. Trauma with the political, like between the election, between the Kyle Rittenhouse board, between all the other, just the. I'm
well,
not gonna get too political about it,
wasn't
but everybody that's
yeah,
passed away was due to police, brutality and things like that. And then, not to mention, obviously, our celebrities like Kobe was started it off, and then Black Panther and
Bro.
everybody else in between and after. Like it's just been this 2020. Like really, I think this has probably been the. I don't even know what adjective I want to use, but this has been the craziest year I think in my 31 years of living. Like, this is crazy.
yeah. I
Wow.
wasn't saying that to get too political. I'm just saying that like
Oh, I'm not coming at you like that. I'm
there's
just
certain events and yeah, no, yeah, I got you. But I'm just saying like there's certain incidents and events that happened this year that put a lot of people into like a lot of public spaces and public arenas. Whereas like yeah, you might not be going out shopping or you might not be going out to like to the movies or like to the gym or whatnot, but you're out here on like Capitol Hill and stuff like that with a bunch of other people around. So
so
you
they
know,
selected
it's just
where
and
they
then people.
What'd you say, Stefan?
No, I said
Wait,
so
what
they're
happened?
like selective on like where they want to be and not want to be at, and want to talk about other people and where they at and what they doing, and everybody doing it. Not everybody, but people
And
doing their own
then
way, being out somewhere. Yeah. So.
Mm.
yeah, and then you got like assistance. I think assistance from the government or lack thereof definitely did not help COVID. You got people that had straight up had to go to work in order to survive. Like maybe they didn't qualify for unemployment, or maybe they couldn't get any benefits, or stimulus check didn't really help. Maybe they were behind on bills or whatever. So you got people that had to go to work no matter what, who even if they stay home and don't do anything extra, like they still got to go to work. They still got to be around other people. So they're still exposed, and they're still potentially bringing that virus home anyway. So I think, there's a lot that we could have did a lot better, but
How much of that do you think could have been prevented um, if the minimum wage of the United States was a lot higher? Because I think for a lot of people, the situation was kind of caused from, low minimum wage. You're living paycheck to paycheck. And if we had a higher minimum wage, maybe people would have saved. I'm not saying people would. Maybe still people would probably still try to ball out on some stuff that they don't need to ball out on. But do you think things could have been a little bit differently if people had
I
that extra
think
cash?
that's where they try to alleviate with the stimulus check. But I'm gonna say this on the side note. I'll tell you what, stop with stimulus checks because as a mailman, I'm good. Because all these people, when you talk about ball out, that's exactly what people did. They
Yeah.
burnt that money. Like maybe
He
I
said
was just going out ballpark. 15% of people actually saved it and used it for not I want to say good, but for constructive things. And then everybody else, package inflation really surged up for a couple of weeks when we got the stimulus check, and I was like, dang, like I got the money too, but you know what? I take that back. I don't want no more because people don't know how to act on Amazon and everywhere else now.
Yeah.
But
It was like any random surplus of money is going to mess with their mind.
yeah. So,
well, that's true for the most case, but some people actually need to need the money to survive. They need money
Right,
to go
right.
shopping and
Some
get
people
food
actually
and
won't
whatnot.
act right.
But that is the majority. Like most people say, well, I got this money, so let me just go
Yeah.
buy this real quick. It's easy. It's real easy.
To add into the
But
conversation. Oh, sorry, my bad, bro.
yeah, go ahead, go ahead.
I know. To add in on that, the minimum wage, I agree, but also like with the way, because I studied economics really heavy. I had a minor in college for economics, and I would say that if they did raise the minimum wage, my only fear is that everything with the minimum wage would also raise, like the cost of living and things. They'd adjust it because that's how businesses and companies
so
are built.
Yeah.
They're gonna take the maximum you're willing to give. So if they raise the minimum wage, then we got bread for like $7. You know what I'm saying? They're
Right.
gonna find a way to squeeze that back out. And it actually the economy, like he said, like if you didn't do luxury spending, which was I guess that was Trump's plan with the first stimulus check, was to stimulate the luxury side of it, because those were the things that weren't getting much love. I mean, unless you need it for basic needs like electronics and stuff, all that went to like a halt of production and everything. So they kind of skyrocketed a bit. So it was kind of to get those those sectors of the economy that weren't getting any love a little extra love. I mean, for you, I mean, I know your job was booming, bro, delivering packages, because
The
I'm not even
money
gonna lie,
was
I was
great,
on
but we
Amazon.
didn't feel it. It was just annoying. It was ridiculous, and it's apparently going to happen again because I heard we're getting what 600 this time. So I guess
They're trying to get that 2K going.
it was 600. I really hope it's just 600.
Daddy Trump trying to get that
But
2K for us.
that was delayed. That was delayed at the moment.
Okay.
So
Yeah, but I did hear 6 or 2K, so we'll see.
yeah.
And I was speaking of just kind of, I guess, when it comes to money and just things in general, I really hope people don't think that January 1st, 2021, all of a sudden is going to just make things better. People realize we're still going to be in the same boat. Like people saying, throw 2020 away. We don't want it anymore. Screw 2020. Let's get to 2021. Half of 2021, I think, is honestly going to be the same stuff, but just implement the vaccine, to be honest with you. So
Yeah.
people don't get too excited. 2021 ain't it always cracked up to be. Just we got a lot of work to do.
Yeah, just
Like we're gonna be looking like how we always used to clown the the Asians or whatever that always wore masks way before this whole thing. That's gonna be us. Like, so for a long time, I think. So
I respected them.
Just
no, I did too, but like how we used to
just
always
because we got like a
I'm joking.
We used to clown them slightly, and now
No,
we
no,
actually
look,
go around matching
look.
backpacks and
like a
stuff.
jerk.
No, look, and I do feel that on a certain level, because just because we have a vaccine on the way and whatever now, what I mean, just like there's people who weren't listening to the guidelines and like to the CDC and whatnot, there's gonna be people who don't want to get the vaccine and stuff too. So just because we have a vaccine doesn't mean people say what?
It might mandate that you have to get it because you can't just have most people get 15% of the community or the population not get it and then still messing things up and spreading the virus again or whatever, counteracting the vaccine because we don't even know what it's going to do. So
I mean, yeah, but I'm just saying, like they mandated some of this mask stuff too, and people still didn't. Like I see people going in and out of public places all day without masks on, because a lot of these places they can suggest it, but they can't enforce it. You know what I mean? And even if they were calling themselves quote unquote enforcing it, some 45-year-old lady who's just trying to work her 9 to 5 isn't going to tackle you for not wearing a mask. She's not going to do that. So a lot of these people who aren't wearing a mask out in public, they're adding to the problem now. And then when they start not taking the vaccine, it's going to be the same problem, just reskinned. You know what I mean?
I'll tell you what, it's going to get worse.
People don't like to listen.
For sure.
Yeah.
What's the like longevity of that vaccine? It's not one and done, right? It's going to be like a yearly reoccurring thing. Like
I feel like it's going to be similar to the flu shot, and I feel like it'll just be honestly alongside the flu shot. So if you get your flu vaccine every year, and I'm just a guess, a flu vaccine every year, I feel like you're probably also going to need to get the COVID one as well. Because they said, especially because they said the virus is kind of very similar to the flu. So, but.
That's what it's kind of seeming like right now. There is the 2 doses going on, so it seems like they're still trying to figure it out, just because the testing period, the clinical trials and everything has been kind of like condensed, so it's kind of hard to say. But I do think it's going to go in that direction where you have to get it like some type of periodically.
My next ultimate question is, I guess, kind of coinciding. Do y'all plan on taking the virus or the virus? Wow. Or were y'all gonna wait to see if anybody else grow horns on it first?
That's the one. I'm a little
Well,
in
if
between,
we're
right?
mutating it, we're getting.
Look,
I'm-
I want to get that tail. You know,
you,
You trying to get a Saiyan tail or you trying to get a different tail? What's up?
I don't
That's
know.
kind of where I'm at. I mean, we have no choice anyway. I think frontline workers are going to be getting the first, like nurses, doctors, elderly. They're going to be really getting those first anyway. So inevitably we're gonna. That's the only option we have to see what happens. And so. But then my grandfather put some stuff in my head about like you don't know which strain they're giving you of the vaccine. They could be giving you a different one to somebody else. The one that get here in Pennsylvania could be different. So it's just really scary in general. I think somebody just gotta have to have faith and just chalk it up. To be honest, that's kind of where I'm at because I do want things to get back to normal, but
Yeah,
slowly.
100%.
Oh, I'm sick of it. Let's go out and party, and then all y'all got the virus. It needs to
Yeah, that
stop.
doesn't make any sense. Were you going to add something, Jerry?
I don't know. I was just saying that I only brought up that part as joking. Is I want that tail because Dragon Ball Z. Everyone had that tail. So they
Hey, we never got our
their
superpowers
move.
on the 21st. I had 3 white folks ask me if I had superpowers yet on the 21st.
We got scared.
Like,
During the
no, man,
election.
I didn't get superpowers.
Not that you know of yet.
Yeah, that's a good point. I didn't tap into them yet.
well, I do have a question for you, Steph. Now, when you ended up realizing you had the virus, now how bad did it feel for you? Because I heard different people had different experiences with it.
And
Like,
that's just
uh,
no. Go ahead.
well, let me finish real quick. Like for example, I had a couple coworkers already have the virus. Like some said they had like a light cough and all that. Um, Sometimes they weren't feeling well enough to do anything. But more or less, it was like a cold. And then I don't know if I spoke to you about this or either you or Liggett about it, but I heard that Stephen Amell got it. And then he said he was like bedridden, like he was sweating like for 4 days straight. Like his whole bed was like drenched in sweat because his body temperature kept shooting up. He couldn't move and he couldn't breathe and things like that. So, like, which side of the spectrum were you actually on?
A lot of body aches, especially like I said, under my armpit was like really, really sore, tender to the touch, and fatigue. That was like the biggest one for me. I lost my sense of smell. My girlfriend, she lost taste and smell, and a big cough and chest pains and stuff like that. So I had like a lighter version of it. She was really down and out for most of the days. We were off for 2 weeks, and then we actually needed a third week. We thought we were actually good to go back on the second week, but yeah, so for the third week. But yeah, just a lot of fatigue. That was the biggest one. We did a literal lot of sitting around doing nothing. We were like sleeping until 4 o'clock in the evening and get up, and like some days stay in the bed and watch a whole bunch of movies and stuff. We haven't been able to because when we're at work, we're always out there doing our thing. So really don't have time to really watch TV like that at home. So that's what we really did. It's just like I said, a lot of fatigue. To answer your question straight up, we had to sit around and obviously quarantine. And I was surprised. So when I called the occupational health nurse, pretty much the middle woman man, in between calling our supervisor to let them know, hey, so and so got the virus at your office. Then they let all the other carriers know someone at the Swatera post office got the virus. Yada yada yada. She said that we only needed about 24 to 72 hours of no symptoms and not needing to take medicine, so no Tylenol, no nothing, to be clear to go back to work. And I was like, so you mean to tell me we don't need to take another test to be negative to go back? And I said I had to double down on that, so I called my own doctor, and I got the nurse anyway because obviously the doctor's probably very busy. But nurse said the same thing. My own nurse said that that sounds about right. Certain how many ever periods. She said I think 48 hours. Other girl said 72, so whatever. So 3 days. And if you have no symptoms and you didn't also need to take medicine, it's not that you don't have the virus anymore. It could still be floating in your system and on its way out, but you're just not contagious. That was the biggest thing. So, and I made sure I asked that specifically because I was like, all right, I got some businesses. I got about 30 or 45 minutes, first part of my route of businesses. I need to be able to tell them something before they be like this. Coming at me like, no, yeah.
Cooties.
Yeah, they did say you weren't contagious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the biggest thing. I'm not contagious. I can't give it to anybody anymore. That's what it was. So, but yeah, so just a lot of fatigue and sitting around. legit just not feeling like doing anything. Like I felt like, and it did feel like a cold. It felt like a cold, but it felt like a more on the severe end because normally when you have a cold, well, normally when I have a cold, excuse me, speak for myself, I'm still able to function, but really just didn't want to get up and do anything. Had no energy.
Dang. I would have been messed up. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you that. As soon as I get a cold, I go straight to baby mode.
Well, you know what's funny? It affects everybody differently. Like what Sento was saying at the beginning of what he was saying, how it affected this person this way, this person that way, light cough, etc. Jace, my son, running around like nothing happened. So he obviously clearly had the virus too. We didn't take him to the pediatrician or the podiatrist, excuse me, because what? I said it right. Okay, we didn't take him to his doctor because like it was like it's inevitable. He has to have it. He's always all up under us, And there's no point even bringing him in. Just keep him quarantined with us. But how the the government and the media has said it doesn't affect kids like that. And Jace was not affected. I did hear, unfortunately, God rest child soul, that one kid passed away, and I'm sure it might have been a couple others, but like most of the time, kids aren't affected like that. So he had none of those symptoms that we had, which is good. So
Are you afraid of like long-term effects?
I'm afraid of getting it again because I heard you can retract it. So I'm really staying away from people. Like when I went back to some stuff.
Was that COVID?
She wants to get on and talk for you. You don't know what you're talking about.
But yeah, like I said, he was good. So I lost my train of thought. That just messed me up. My bad.
Long-term effects, anything?
Because I don't. Honestly, no, I'm not worried about that, to be honest. Especially with how I eat and stuff. I don't eat crazy junk. So I think a lot of it was, I think how I survived the virus so long on top of that. Like I said, being out in the trenches, like how we've been on the streets every day, every house, every day, we deliver mail.
Right.
It's very hard. We had multiple carriers, at least 2 minimum every week. Somebody got the virus. And so they were out in the streets.
Dude.
And we were really low staff. All the mail has to go every day. All packages have to go every day. So even Tevin, if you don't come in, we still gotta do as
job
much as
still
we
gotta
can.
get done. Yeah.
Yeah, like it's not, you know what I mean? It's pretty bad. It was pretty bad, rather. It's getting a little better now, but yeah, people were just dropping like flies, and then it got up to us. What actually ended up happening, I'm not going to be too much more long-winded with this and let this go. My floater, my guy that does my route on Mondays, and then like on Tuesday he does that the Tuesday guy's day off, then the Wednesday day off. Like he does the same 5 different routes every week.
Mm-hmm.
And so my Monday guy, he got the virus like 2 or 3 weeks prior than I did, and I was like, oh damn, I gotta be on the lookout and really spray down everything and be careful with everything he touched. But it's like, so our janitor came in with a hazmat suit, and sure, he might have sprayed down my vehicle. Sure, he might have sprayed down my my case and stuff like that.
Right.
Maybe even my scanner. But you didn't go to every single door and every single cluster box and every single business door that you touch on my route. You're not going to do that. You know what I mean? I mean, I guess they really technically could have take a roll of disinfectant wipes and go around my entire route, but they weren't going to do that. So I was like, it's kind of inevitable. And sure enough, that's why I was saying I got a test just to rule it out in general in October when I was fine.
Mm-hmm.
In late October, it came back negative. And then between October and November, eventually it just caught up to me,
Mm-hmm.
And but yeah,
bro,
that's it.
Dude. Well, that kind of leads me because like you was talking a little bit about staying home and chilling and watching movies and whatnot. In the meantime, when you did have COVID, like how has it affected everybody else? Because I know not all of us really got hit by it. I know it's been a weird year for me personally. I can speak for myself. I guess I'll go ahead and start then. So I was in Alaska at the time. I was still in college doing a master's in business. Don't ask me how I got into that because that was definitely not the plan going into it. Oh dang, man, how you gonna do that to me? So what had happened was, so I did my bachelor's in computer science and in mathematics. Did that, and then I was like applying jobs and whatnot. So back in like 2017, applying jobs and whatnot, didn't get any hits. And then I was doing track and field at the time as well, and so I was pretty cool with the coaches. And then they was like, "Yo, come back. You can do some coaching, and we can get you a master's degree at the same time." So pretty much I worked as a coach, and they was paying for my master's and all that. So did that. Pay was cheap, so that kind of messed me up a little bit, but it also got me the masters. So I was doing that. First year went pretty good. Everything was fun and whatnot. Second year, we got all the way up until just about like when COVID was hitting. We finished our indoor season, and we had like one more meet. There was like a bunch of kids that was about to go to nationals, and sucks for them because COVID stuff hit, canceled everything. Like there was a whole squad of people that was down at nationals. I think it was in where was it at? I want to say somewhere down south. I'm not sure exactly where it's at, but it was somewhere down south. I think it was Louisiana. Don't quote me on that. Anywho, they went to nationals. A whole squad was down there. I think they were down there for like a day or two, and it was like, "Yo, we canceling the meet. Send everybody home." And so they wasted all their time going down there and everything. But so yeah, that happened, and then for the rest of the school year, it's really just us chilling out at home. Like practice was canceled, everything was canceled. People were still
Did you
practicing
stay
on it. Did I stay active? I was a coach. I wasn't doing anything since I was done as an athlete.
Oh,
Like
okay.
my last
Well,
year,
I
I was like,
yeah,
I'm good, dude. I'm trying to focus on school. I gotta work and make sure I survive. I'm not trying to like have to consume any extra calories because if I do that, then I have to have the money for it. I'm just like, I'm trying to do like the bare minimum just to get by right now.
yeah.
But but yeah, like all the athletes are staying active and whatnot, and I was just hard chilling for like the next 2 or 3 months after that.
Mm.
Like for me, it wasn't too bad because like at the time I wasn't really doing much. It was just gaming, watching stuff on the internet, chilling out. Every now and again, might do something to somebody.
Word.
But it just only thing I would say was just it was kind of boring at times, just doing the same thing over and over again.
Yeah, streaming really got big. So I think that's just like a thing a lot of people got into.
Yeah,
Microphones, all type of microphones, all got inflated. Like that's just like the new way to do things. Everybody looking to do things online, OnlyFans, all that stuff, like really just blew up because of this pandemic. Like a lot of I won't say good, but a lot of things have been discovered out of this too. I think it's a good / bad thing, and it can go kind of every which way. It can be good for businesses and bad for the people. But I think a lot of businesses, I was hearing that they see that they don't actually need people to do certain things because they found a different way to do it through Zoom. Like whether it's just meetings and things, you can save a lot of money on flights and stuff. I don't need to come to you. And it's funny because you had Zoom and these things before COVID, and like nobody ever thought of that to save money. But now it's like because you're forced to look for these different avenues
that's
of
that's
communicating.
yeah,
Especially with schools, like because I was still attending to finish my degree.
Mhm.
Zooms wasn't really a thing, and it turned out to be a lot more convenient for me. So I have to drive like 45 minutes out just for a class,
Right,
because
right.
that's ridiculous.
Hmm.
Um, and the fact that it always existed and they didn't want the outlet to save time because they can do it. They could put class or not have necessarily have a class online 100%, but
Right.
some classes are able to do that. They just don't want to do it.
Yeah.
So because you can have quizzes online, you can have exams online, um, and like it or not, students are going to find a way to cheat. So I don't even know why they're
yeah.
trying to alleviate that. Because I've known people that have cheated their way through their degree, and I'm just like, why am I being fair? So they got their degree like 10 times faster than me, and I'm over here like, well, I tried my hardest. I tried my hardest, and they over here
Over
passing
here
notes
being a
around.
good.
I'm literally in class like watching a dude like flicking the note. A dude catch it. Flick it out to the other dude. I'm just like,
Hey, well, your nickname is always Ryu for a reason. Ryu doesn't do any
yeah,
bad unless he goes
yeah,
the dark side. So
yeah.
so
But I mean, school they can do it online. Work, um, depending on what it is, you can do online. I still have to go in physically to work because that's not what my job uh, requires. I have to physically be there.
right.
Um, but yeah, like just like doing things online and just to get back to the topic, that it's a lot easier depending on what you're doing,
Yeah, I
basically.
think that
Like
also
just some
depends on
people
the
don't.
person too.
Yeah, that's true. And another thing about school, you still paying full price
Ooh.
for like a quarter of the
Yeah, you don't get no
quarter
break.
of what you're doing.
I'll tell you what,
I'm
quick
like,
shout
yo,
out to USAA. USAA gave us, but I started paying less on my car insurance because we weren't out on the streets like that. So
oh yeah, yeah,
so that was nice.
yeah. Some places did look out for people, like as far as like when the pandemic started, they
Mm.
started cutting back on like what you owe, because some people like were out of the job. It's like, well, we could put you on deferment. I don't know if loans would do that. Well, no, I think some loans did that. No? Oh, you're shaking your head.
They did. Look,
Oh,
you
okay,
know,
they
I
did.
only know because you know where I work.
Yeah.
I work in the loan industry,
Okay.
but I'm
Yeah,
IT
I know a
there.
couple.
I just know what happens. I'm
Yeah,
not.
I know a couple places did like hold off on like bills. Like I think we got a couple of uh actually I'm gonna say this. We got a couple of notices saying that, we could freeze ours if we wanted to. But our renter was like, "Oh no, y'all, you guys signed a contract, so you gotta pay what you can." I'm just like, "Yo, y'all lucky I'm working, because I would be mad." You say you signed a contract. All right, I still gotta drop the amount of money we gotta drop. That's crazy.
Wow,
But like fortunately, like both of us were still working. Like we weren't laid off. So
that's good.
So, yeah. I mean, I never got no deferment or forbearance for my mortgage. I'm still paying that. So I'm just saying.
yeah, yeah, it's probably better because they would probably rack up uh
Interest on
the
that. Yeah.
interest. Yeah.
It's always best to pay. Not to do whatever. But yeah, for me, I'm always just start when I started working from home. Like the minute they announced, "Hey, everyone's working from home," I'm like, "Okay." Like I've been working from home even before COVID started, so
Oh wow.
like I was already ready. I have my work corner. I just sit there. IT, have you tried turning it on and off again? It's working. Okay, good.
That's a good
You
deal.
log yourself out again. Okay, you're unlocked. Get back in. I got simple IT work now, so I'm good. I talk to everyone every day, complaining about why do I have to be at home? Why can't you just come here and fix my computer? I gotta walk you through it now.
Dude, I can see how that can get pretty annoying over time.
Oh yeah, people calling me about problems that are not my own. Like my internet's not working. I call your internet service provider. I don't know. I can't fix your internet.
Do you think you have to go in at some point?
Uh,
Like, you think stuff is gonna
maybe
go back to how it was before?
not with my agency. Definitely,
No.
I mean, for me, they find it very easy, and everyone's working from home. It's easier. They can save on building costs. I see it like as Stefan was saying earlier. It's actually a smart business move because if you can have people working from home, sure, people will get kind of antsy staying from home because they can get away with like not doing stuff like having
Hmm.
TV on the background,
The office.
having music playing, playing video games. People do that all the time, but
People or you?
you know, no, not me. No, because I specifically have my work corner in a corner, so I'm looking at a wall at all times, and I'm on the phone 24/7 because people always have IT issues.
Only on break. The
Yeah,
30 minutes that he gets.
yeah, my hour lunch. You see me on Final
Mm.
Fantasy.
Oh yeah, I get 30 minutes. Never mind.
I got a guy on one of my other discords, Transformers, the Transformers trading card game, and he be popping in and out all the time, like taking breaks just to get a game in. Not even like a whole just
Bro.
match, just like one game, and then go back. All right, I gotta go back to work. It's like,
Dude, you gotta be
all right,
dedicated to the
That's
cause for
fine.
that.
Hey,
That's crazy, dude. I'd be trying to
it's
nap on
fun
my
to find a
breaks.
corner. I can't do that. I don't know. It's like how long your breaks?
I got hour long, like I just have one lunch.
Oh, I got the
that
15. No, I
hour
got the
lunch.
20-minute, and I got a 30-minute. That's it.
we get
I
two
can't. I
10
can't
minute
fall
breaks,
asleep.
30-minute lunch on the street. Really, so about 50 minutes total. The 30 minutes is not paid. The two 10-minute breaks are.
Mm, bro.
But I swear, I can't even do that on my job because like now, especially because um, we don't have the help anymore. They let go one of our techs. So now it's just me and my boss. So now it's like it's literally I always describe my job as like dealing with people at a daycare. Like it's us, the adults, and then productions like the daycare kids coming in. Hey, can you guys fix this? Is this good? Are you sure it's not good? I cleaned it myself. Like I look, if it fails the test, I'm gonna have to ask you to re-clean it again. Or if I see you hop over that conveyor belt, you're gonna have to clean it, or you're gonna have to get written up. I don't know what you guys think is okay. Like I can go on a whole tangent about this.
I was about to say that sounds
So
crazy.
my point is, my point is, I can't go to sleep at work. I have to now, like, out of courtesy, I stay in the lab, or I stay in the building because somebody always needs something. If I were to leave and come back,
The whole thing gonna
this
burn
place is
down.
on fire.
Yeah.
It's literally. I'm just like, yo, how? And there's been so many occurrences where it's just been like, it'll be something like simple, and they'll say it's fine. Like there's a hole in the bag, and they'll be like, oh, it's fine. I thought it was fine. No, it's not. This is not the way the customer wants it. And why do you think it's okay? And what? It, and then like next thing you know, the whole shift is put on hold, and they're just like, well, what is the problem? And I was like, well, you let your guys do this, and then I don't know, dude. Uh,
That
okay,
sounds
I'm sorry.
no, that's cool. That sounds like a mess, though.
uh, but yeah, it's simple stuff that people can't really do. I don't understand it myself.
Just when I think my job is the only job that we having BS going on, I forget that other people be going through it too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sometimes we be
Yeah,
stuck
but
in our
we
own
chilling.
worlds.
right. Pretty much.
Oh,
We chilling.
righty. All right.
But we got dice games going on in the chocolate room. I'll be getting that money in there.
Wait.
I keep spreading. I keep saying that to my boss. I'm like, yo, we got a dice game going in the chocolate room if you want it. And she'll look at me like, stop. And say, hey, that's how I get lunch money.
Damn.
So on a more mushy note, still talking about COVID. How was the mental situation during it? Because like I know I was messed up just from like I was at a point where um pretty much like I'm starting a new step in my life, kind of like forced into it a little bit quicker than I thought I should have. Because I was like, okay, I'm still a coach now, but then COVID was like, boom, season over, so I couldn't really focus on that as much. As much as I could, I could, but I stopped doing a lot of the duties that I was assigned to do. Um, and so I had to really focus on, okay, I got to get a job. Like this is what I'm expected to do, get a job after college and get situated with that. And like I've stressed the crap out of myself with that so much for like the past like 3 years. So me thinking about that and like the process of trying to get a job in software engineering, I'm a software engineer. That whole process for me kind of like messed me up a lot more because I was kind of forced into it a little bit early than I thought. So like, has anybody else had any like mental troubles throughout that time, or even now, like, or how to deal with
Um,
that?
for me, for the gym, yeah, that's really about it. To be honest, I'm such a homebody and just be chilling at the crib anyway. Besides, like, work in the gym. Not being able to go to the gym really affected me because of having battles with myself with trying to like just go more than 4 days a week. Right now, I used to go 6 days a week. Since you remember, we used to go 6 days a week. Now I'm down to 4, and like even just the 4 was like already tough at one point because I think it was just the season, political season, all that. Now that that's over, it should be a lot better. But
Hmm.
it's all just a mental thing. And then just get more busy with the kid and stuff too. So that's like another thing. It's all really technically just an excuse too, to be honest. Get up in there and do what you gotta do.
Yeah.
But like when I really think about it, like I was just trying to go to the gym, and then like when I'm trying to fight with my motivation to go, they're shut down. I went on the 12th to try to go, and I ain't even think nothing of it to look inside to see if it was even open or anything like that. I was walking up, got my headphones in, I'm full of pre-workout. I'm gonna open the door, and I'm like, look up at the sign, 12th, and like of course they just started on the 12th. The 12th through the January 4th, we're putting the break on the gym, and I was like, so now I'm just full of pre-workout.
Dang.
Oh, so they did have decided to close down the gyms. I
Again,
didn't
yeah,
realize
yeah,
that.
over here. I don't know if
Okay.
it's everywhere, but yeah. And for whatever reason, despite having a pre-workout in my system, that just killed all my motivation to do anything. So I mistakenly did not come home and like at least do a home workout. I just didn't feel like doing anything. I was like, oh, I'm just gonna go sit around again, I guess. Kind of annoying, but yeah. So yeah, for me, like I said, not being able to go to the gym, that's hitting me on a mental note. So.
Mm-hmm. Liggy, kind of quiet.
So, I mean, obviously, like, COVID, you know, we're talking about something I was directly dealing with until like started affecting people I know. Obviously, I had family members pass away to it at the end of the summer, and then a friend of a friend. So he's around our age. He's like 30 years old, but no underlying conditions or anything like that. No history of asthma or heart conditions or anything. And you know, he got it and he passed away. And so it's just weird, especially like, you know, because I don't like mentally it doesn't. I like to think that I have good common sense and I can follow like some simple rules and guidelines or whatever. But what irritates me personally is when I started going back to work, and you know, in a somewhat controlled environment, but you're still dealing with people who don't want to either don't care or don't believe that COVID is real. And like you said before, it's all typically older people. Like,
Is
when I
Brian
say I
free?
have
Yeah, I
COVID,
think
then you be
he's lagging
talking
up a
about,
little
oh,
bit.
stay away from me. And I'm just like, bro.
Hey Brian,
So,
real quick,
say
try
what?
backing out and coming back in to like reconnect your connection with the podcast because I thought it was just me, but it's cutting out on you. He's the real frozen one.
Can you hear us, Liggett?
Thumbs up if you can hear us.
Frozone over here.
Another news, that deep eye contact right there. You know what I'm saying? This is performance.
Right?
Waiting on that thumbs up though.
Nothing, bro. We hurt.
Back out, Brian. I don't know if you can hear me, but literally exit out of the
Oh,
call.
yeah. Thumbs up now. Like 2 minutes later.
Yeah, thumbs up.
Say something, dude.
What was that thing you used to do, Senso? What was it, come back or something? Please, what was the thing you were like pleading with? I forgot exactly how it goes. Damn. Messing with. I forgot exactly how. Never mind, because I can't think of it. Oh, please respond. Please respond.
Please respond.
Hello?
Hello?
Please respond.
Yo, your video cut out, dude.
Yo, that is funny.
Yes, it's late left now. He's affecting Shinto.
No.
Dang, bruh.
Yeah, just a chain
Back
effect.
out.
We got our own virus going on the podcast.
Whoa.
I don't need no viruses on my computer.
Yeah, how's that?
I'm good. All right,
All
say
right,
something,
say
Liggett.
something now, bro. Or not. You know, that's cool.
Man, got that late night connection.
He's back on dial-up.
Oh, no.
Honestly.
He said dial up.
I have returned.
Man, he hurting. All right, well, Liggett's a sponge right now.
Okay, I see Stefan moving.
Oh, we all good.
Okay.
We here.
We're just trying to figure out. Just trying to
Yeah,
figure
you
out
know,
like.
Y'all ate 2 slices of pizza and I ain't ate all day. What's my problem? We'll get some more. Speaking of like the gym and stuff though, while we're talking,
For
and
a
Brian
second,
tries
I
to-
thought his shoe was a banana. I'm
really,
sorry.
Brian?
I thought his shoe was a banana.
King
It's
shoe.
yellow.
We call it King shoe.
What about the gym?
I I'm gonna buy me some resistance bands at least though, because like I'm really trying to get acquainted with. I think one of the hardest things to start to try to work out at home was I really don't ever really do it because we got the gym. No reason to do home workouts. So like trying to get jump started with doing that in general was actually just pretty tough. And we need more space in this house. Once we move in July and have more space, that's gonna. What's that?
I can chime in on that. I do have resistance bands. You
I was gonna buy
need
me some. Yeah.
you need sturdy doors.
Yeah, I heard.
Get
Yeah,
sturdy doors.
Yeah.
I might
it's
try to do
gonna-
everything that don't need to do though. There's this really heavy like the entertainment center. There's like a space at the bottom where I can like wrap the resistance bands at the bottom, and I could do rows and I could do chest press or chest flies and stuff with that. I'll probably do it because it's super heavy, so that's not what would break would be the resistance bands. Those will pop, not the door. So
Well,
I'll
if you
probably,
get if you get a certain kind, they do come with like a, I guess I want to say like a kit. Like it will come with like the handles,
Yeah.
and it'll come with like a strap you can wrap
thing,
around,
yeah.
and then put that strap on the door.
right.
But
Yeah.
yeah, if it's like a flimsy door, you're gonna pull that door out.
I heard about some accidents. Yeah.
Yeah, I almost did that to mine. I was like, nope, not doing this anymore. So I just step on it and use it for like arms. But yeah,
What's the resistance like? The ones I was gonna get, it seemed too good to be true. First of all, but I mean, there's like 2% bad reviews. Most of the reviews are really good. It's like $30 for resistance bands that go from 10 to 50 and 150 total.
yeah,
Seems
I would
pretty
not
good,
go
man.
more than $40.
Yeah.
Because they eventually they will wear and break. So, like I know somebody that spent like $70+ on his, and I was like, boy, what are you doing? And then it's like they said it was gonna break. I was like, yeah, that's why I told you not to spend more than $40 on it.
Right.
So, yeah, but you can double up on the band, so you can make it at most like because the heaviest one I have is 55, and it goes down by fives up down to 10. So
Okay.
at 55 all the way down to 10, and then I can pair it up. Or excuse me, no, not 55, 25 going down to 10 by fives, and so I can just like put a bunch of resistant bands together to get it up to like as much as I want, 55 pounds. That's what I
Right.
normally curl,
Yeah, I'm gonna
or
need
what I
that.
used to curl. Never mind.
All right, flexing.
That's another annoying thing though.
No, I
Real
did.
talk though, losing strength. Like you starting to get up on your bench press or your squat or whatever, and then all of a sudden you can't go to the gym. You just lose some strength automatically. Got to start back over whenever the gym's open back up.
Yeah, but
Yeah, I lost
you
my
still should be decent. Like you probably don't have like their endurance as much. Like
Yeah, no, I'm saying you do lose some strength. Like what you were building up if you were trying to get to 2 plates or whatever, and where you were at 195, you probably got to drop down. You're probably not gonna be able to do 195 for first of all as many reps as you were doing.
yeah,
And then probably gonna have to go back to at least 20 or so pounds
yeah.
or whatever your body feels like you can do. But yeah.
Because that's definitely been me a couple times. Sometimes I'll get super into it, or going from season to chilling out for a couple months and then come back into it.
Yeah.
Like my legs would be toasted after like 5 reps of what I used to do before.
Right.
But okay, cool.
All right. Well, that was a lot of political and stuff. Can we get into like some
Yeah,
anime
we can get something chill.
cartoons or
We can some
something?
chill.
Something fun?
Watch Yu-Gi-Oh! Art 5.
Yeah.
It's probably like the best Yu-Gi-Oh! You're ever gonna watch.
I'm just testing
I'm
shit.
just-
Okay. I'll start off with Wonder Woman 84. It's trash.
Oh, here we go.
Who all watched it? I didn't watch it.
I would like to love Liggett Superior. He said he watched it yesterday.
And this is not just I'll take Steph's word for it, but nah, trust me. Like most people, like even when I look at reviews, every time I'm on Facebook and stuff, people just try. It was way too
The
generic.
reason why I say that is because he normally defends bad things. He defend not when I say bad things, I say things that I am critical over. He will defend it. He was like, "Well, you see, it's actually because of this, and it's good because of this, but people think that, because of it's not this way, it's actually bad."
Another way.
And I'm
Yeah.
just like, okay, that's the context I get from him.
Can
I'm just
you?
like, all right,
Can y'all hold on? Can y'all?
We
Can
can
y'all-
we can hear you. We
can-
can't see
yeah,
you.
okay,
Can y'all
you
hear
go.
me?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we can hear you. We just can't see you.
Yeah. You probably is better off turning off your camera at least. That's good enough, so we can at least hear you and not see you trying to touch your whatever you're doing. Right there.
For a second, I thought it was a picture.
And please don't
Yeah.
take me with you.
Sensual eyes.
And Light's new profile picture is.
Did you want to add something? Look at.
Hold on.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm new to this app.
Hold
I'm trying
on,
to
but
figure out how to go back to just a.
Don't
Just
even
tap the
trip about
screen
it.
if you have the phone. Well, yeah, we can still hear you, right?
Yeah, man. Just go ahead. It's all good.
yeah, you look like you got a mixtape cover with that. picture there right now, Chloe.
All
Now you
right, but
sound
y'all
really
can still
far
hear me
away.
though.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Yep.
All right, so we're good. Like, there's no like super.
You're good, man. Let's go. Let's
big
go.
lag
What
or
you got?
anything.
Straight now.
What you
You're
got?
good.
All right, so Wonder Woman 84, right? It was all right, but it wasn't like great or anything. Like Stefan said, it's got mixed reviews. People either love it or they hate it, and I really don't think it was that serious either way. Like, it's a fun movie just to kind of watch. You know what I mean? And the thing about Wonder Woman 84 thing, so you don't need to watch like everything else to enjoy the movie. So I'll say that like it's a fun time, but it's not a great movie. And the score on Rotten Tomatoes it keeps going down based on people
Ooh,
saying,
really?
"Oh, well, the first one was better." You know, yeah, it lost its certified fresh rating 48 hours. I'm pretty sure, but it's sitting at like a 60 something on Rotten Tomatoes right now, and like it was decent. Pedro Pascal, who plays the Mandalorian, he's the main villain of the movie.
He blowing up out of nowhere.
You know, he
Because it's
pretty good
Mandalorian.
job. Um, but yeah, I mean, it was all right. Like, it didn't change my life or anything, but I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot more than some of the other DC movies that we've had in the last 5 years. Like, I enjoyed it more than Suicide Squad. I enjoyed it more than Batman versus Superman. I enjoyed it more than Justice League. You know, but I mean, those are all pretty low bars. But
Yeah.
right now, I would put it as like my second favorite recent DC movie. My first being Birds of Prey, but um, but I would say that if you've seen the first one and you're interested in it, it's worth a watch. But it's probably not something you're gonna rewatch over and over again. So
Well, hey, they do say sequels are usually not ever better than the first, so there's that.
Now, has anyone
but-
seen the new Monster Hunter movie? I just need to know that.
Is
you
it out?
actually
It's
watch it?
already out?
Yeah, it came out
Yeah, okay.
last Friday.
I
Not
saw
this,
T.I.
this
was in it.
past Friday, the Friday before.
Seeing T.I. and it made me want to see it because I don't really know much about Monster Hunter besides knowing you guys play, and I know what it's about, but I'm not I don't play it or anything. But I saw T.I. was in it, and I was like, oh snap!
Is it in
So-
theaters or what?
I have no
Directors
Yeah,
make
it
idea.
the
was in
best
theaters.
movies
Horrible
ever.
things about it, and I just wanted to know someone's opinion who's actually seen
Yeah.
it.
Said T.I.'s in it.
Yeah,
That was
T.I.
good
is.
enough for me because like I'm not into Monster Hunter. So I was like,
Bro. Man, did they put him on the soundtrack?
Well, the
Probably did.
director, the director who makes that movie, you know, he's attached to all the best projects in Hollywood. You know?
I feel that sarcasm.
No, the director who made the Monster Hunter movie is the same guy who made the live action Resident Evil movie. He also directed the old school Mortal Kombat movie. So
which is back in production and coming out next year again. By the way,
Ooh,
Nice.
definitely
yeah, but
excited about
it's
that.
a different team doing the new one though. But the director is Paul W.S. Anderson, who did the OG Mortal Kombat movie and all the Resident Evil movies.
Did he do
And
Annihilation?
that's why Mia Jovovich is in it, because I don't know.
Oh, you don't know.
I know that a bunch of the cast, you know, the reason they killed Johnny Cage off in the beginning of Annihilation
no.
was because the actor didn't want to come back.
Oh, okay. So they was like, just do this much for us, and then you can go.
Yeah, so they just recasted him and just killed him.
Yeah. Well, I don't even think it's the
It
same
wasn't- yeah,
guy.
it wasn't the same dude.
No,
It
no,
was-
it's
yeah,
not.
it's
It
not-
wasn't. It was a different guy.
Gabby pointed it out to me when we watched it because she's never seen the movies. I made her watch them because she likes the what we call "hear me out" movies. They're the questionable ones that no one watches because it's just so bad. like Jesus Christ Vampire Slayer. Ever heard
Oh
of it?
god.
No, it's a movie. It's terrible, but it's hilarious. If you take it with, watching it not seriously, you're gonna laugh. Like Lamageddon, it's hilarious because every other scene you see a guy with a different shirt on. I'm not sure if it was intentional, but it was funny. Terrible movie,
Bro,
but funny.
I have to make a list of these movies to watch.
But yeah, Birdemic Shock and Terror, terrible movie. I think it was meant to be serious, but CGI birds blown up. It's just really bad.
So you mean like Kung Fu Hustle?
Bro,
Hey.
weren't they supposed to be making like a second one? I heard
Yeah,
something about it.
I didn't know
Kung Fu
that.
Hustle wasn't terrible though. I will put
That's
that
good.
from now.
It was cheesy, it was corny, but it
It
was
was
Exactly.
corny.
freaking
It
funny.
was supposed to be though.
What was the other one that was specifically on YouTube? I forgot what it was called. It was
Was it
Was
Shaolin
it Kung
Soccer?
Fury?
Kung Fury. Yes, that's the one.
Kung Fury.
Kung Fury. It's a 30-minute movie.
Yeah.
Don't you disrespect.
No,
Don't
no,
you
I-
No. The
disrespect Kung Fury in this house.
Kung Fury was good. Kung Fury was good.
I'm gonna check that out.
I will categorize like Jesus Christ Vampire Slayer as that. It's like, hear me
Oh
out.
my gosh.
Watch this. Just watch it. Take it as it is.
He said, "Take
Don't
it as it
expect
is."
much.
I never heard of that
That
movie.
reminds me of one movie you let me borrow. You said, "Don't expect much from this. Just enjoy it." And I'm just like, I don't know.
Out the gate, just letting you know, here, you can borrow this, but don't expect much. That's funny.
Yeah, it's just like that fairy tale movie that got passed along. Who has it now?
That's-
Who has it?
Well, I gave it to Liggett or Neil. I gave it to
I
one of
have
those
it.
two. You still have it. Shame on you.
Why?
Yeah.
You're supposed to pass it.
because me and Danny are working through Fairy Tale, and I'm trying to get to the point where it's gonna somewhat make sense.
You
And I
should have
just
been
want to
had
subject her to
that.
that
You should have
pain.
been passed that on.
That movie doesn't even make sense at all. You don't even need to watch it. It makes the all the cast look terrible. There was one good fight scene in it. It was only for like 30 seconds.
It was what was so bad
I
about that
don't.
movie, and when your wife pointed out like how Lucy was just like straight up out of character, that bothered me for like the rest of the movie. And that was like the first 20 minutes, and I was just like, all right, she's right.
Yeah.
Oops, I keep looking over my stuff.
I just haven't watched a whole lot of anime, which I am kind of curious about, like 2020 anime and um who was watching what and like what y'all's favorite was. I know people were still riding that Demon Slayer hype, but didn't Demon Slayer drop last year? So
Yeah.
Oh, that went away though.
I actually never really
They
found
just
it
went back to
that.
Frappe. That's what happened.
I
They got
think
hyped with Demon Slayer, then they went back to Frappe.
I think the big thing
like I
that
know
I got
people.
the big thing that I got into this year was Demon Slayer for sure. I got into it a little bit late. I seen Kel, watched it like I think last December, and then I popped into it for a little bit. But aside from that, I looked at Tower of God a little bit, but didn't really finish it off yet.
Yeah, Tower of God is not complete.
Or not Tower of God.
But
What am
it
I
is
thinking?
good.
What's the other
God of
one?
High School.
Yeah, got a high school. My bad.
I like that too, but that was. I'm not gonna spoil it.
Did it fizzle off? Like,
More or less, it was rushed. Uh, it's not complete either though.
so I know like the
Like
manga is pretty long, isn't it?
yeah, the webtoon is still going. It's still going. It's going as strong as One Piece.
Oh gosh.
Whoa.
One Piece is like 800 chapters. Like God of High School, that at least 600 or 500, something like that. Or maybe I could be wrong. I that's the last time I talked to somebody who actually read it, and she said that it was like about, I want to say 400 plus chapters to be safe,
Dude.
because it's been going on for a while. They've had mobile games, and this is back when I seen this like 2009 or something like that, and I thought it was like an anime, but it turned out to be like an advertisement for the mobile game, and like it's been going on for years, and it was just one dude like making it, so now he got the money to, huh?
One Piece has 1,000 episodes or manga chapters right now.
Yep, see. Still waiting on Jerry to give me the go ahead, and he's like, "Now you can keep waiting."
You can wait. This arc is going on for a while.
The
There's
go,
Oh
plenty to
my
wait.
the
goodness!
go ahead to
I
get back
stopped.
into it.
Yeah, to go ahead and get back into it, because like I was falling off like in one arc because they kept dragging it out, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna take a break. I was like, Jerry, just let me know. And then, look, we 200 plus chapters later, Jerry's still telling me to hold off.
Look, because look, I have him a full arc behind because the one arc he's gonna zip right through it. I know he's not even read some of the text. He's just gonna look at the pictures and be like, okay, I get the gist. I get the gist. I get the
We
gist.
get the- yeah, the One Piece has a lot of speech bubbles.
It does.
Like, cause
It really
I
does.
just kind of look at it like,
That's too
okay,
much text. I get the picture.
But that's like probably until like you actually get into a fight, because that's what I noticed with the anime early on, and that's kind of like part of the reason why I just stopped watching it. I was like,
yeah,
there's so much talking, we're just chilling around, and then you might get to a fight scene. You
Nah,
might, you
So,
might.
so is
it's
it
really
worse?
about
Is it
story.
worse than Dragon Ball Z, where you're waiting for them for the fight scene
I think so.
when they do
oh
on
yeah,
top?
What?
oh yeah.
The little
You
bit of
get
time I
three
gave
No, no,
for
no, no,
it.
no.
whole
That
episodes.
you're not
Streaming
you're not
2
waiting.
whole episodes, man.
The fight to get to the title fight, it takes forever. Especially you'll get stuck. I got key places you'll get stuck at. You'll get stuck at Skypiea when he gets ready to fight Inaru.
Yeah, that's
You'll
why I
get
got stuck.
stuck. You get you
I was
you'll
like,
get stuck
nope.
in the CP9 arc when
Oh
they're
no no
jumping off the
no
bridge. They'll be
no
jumping
no
off
no.
the bridge for 10 episodes.
Okay, because it is a flashback. It is a flashback, and that's the only reason why it gives
I
like a
was like, yo,
recap
they're
of
still jumping off the
everything.
bridge. I swear, if I have to see Oyama Luffy again, I was so mad, dude. I was like, let's get to the Rumble, and then but after that, it's good. But every now and then, One Piece will like they'll introduce a new character, and then you have to get to know that character, and they're gonna force you to do it. It's like you're
Oh,
gonna
you
sit
gonna
here and
learn
watch
today?
it. You're gonna learn this backstory. You
Yeah,
got two
well, no,
people.
like literally, they just make everyone's backstory extremely tragic. 'Cause
Yeah,
you're gonna feel bad for them. It's like, oh man, why did they have to be a bad guy? It's like
yeah,
his father was just killed. He was just trying to make up for what his father did.
yeah. Oh, there is another show I was thinking about. I think. Ah, I lost it. Jujutsu Kaisen. I don't know. I think I talked to Jerry about this a little bit ago. Like that's a good show, but it's Shonen Jump. So you got your bread and butter. You got your squad 7.
Young male.
You yeah you got your young Naruto slash Natsu slash uh Gon slash whatever main character you want to have. And you have the Edge Lord Sasuke slash whoever else you want to throw in there, and then you have the Sakura of the group. but the but I the Kakashi, I'm using air quotes, the Kakashi of the group, he's really clean. He's good. He's good. That show is good, so we're letting that one stack up. So you should probably look out for that one.
What is it
But
like
there was
focused on?
this one is it's more like Blue Exorcist ish. Um, that's what it that's what it seems like to me because it has to do with like curses and whatnot and exercising the curses.
Hmm. Okay.
Um,
Speaking of
but it
which,
kind
I'm gonna cut you off for a sec. Yo, Tay,
You're,
you remember when you went to Japan and
yeah.
you brought me back some some manga books? I still haven't
Yeah.
looked at them things, man. I just saw them the other day. I was like, yo, I forgot all about this. And it was
Bro,
Blue
I have a
Exorcist.
whole. Oh, Blue X was in there. I have a whole like 3-tiered tote full of books that I was thinking about getting rid of because it's just taking up space. I don't even read them anymore. I'm telling you, I will send them to you. I've been begging to get them out of here. I mean, I still watch anime plenty, I just don't sit down and read. Like reading was not a thing for me ever. So like, I'm an audible type dude. It has to be read to me. Like, I'm lazy.
of.
I'm lazy about it.
Word
I
up
want
to
the
Audible. I've
info.
been wanting to get into that. Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
so Audible can read manga too?
I don't know. I need to go in there and actually see, but I
Dude, they
know that
better
like,
get
I
into the
read different
game.
stuff now. Yeah, they better. That'd be dope if it could. But I think they got some other programs for that. But I have a whole bunch more books if you like them, and I think Blue X is in there as well.
Word.
I've been into so the animes I caught up on because I got to a point where I like binged so much anime that it was just like I don't know if it's worth having to go through this big search, and I'm very picky about about my anime. You know what I'm saying? Like you know what I'm talking about. You get like into this type like so. I'm not like a slice of life dude. As soon as it gets to that like filler episode, like I won't even attempt to watch it. I'll miss all types of key elements because I'll be like, skip. No beach trip. I think not. And I think I messed up with that on what was it? What's the guy with the how do I forget his name? Asta was the main character. Why do I forget this all
Black
the
Clover.
time? Black
Sword Art
Clover.
Online.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
you said Black
No,
Clover,
Black
right?
he
Clover.
said
Yeah,
Asuka.
it's Black.
Oh, Black
Oh,
Clover.
Black Clover.
Oh,
No, that
No,
anime is so
I thought he said
it's so
Asuka.
bad.
Sorry.
cool, man. That like it got painful. Like I was watching that just to kill some time, but like that beach episode, I skipped it. It missed like so many key elements, so I went to the next episode lost. I had to go back and rewatch. I don't even attempt fillers, man. As soon as I see stuff like that, I'm like, I'm out. But I tried the Rising Shield Hero. I think I'm late on that wave.
that was a good one.
Bow Fury. It's like this little like funny anime. I watch it with my girl, so like I
Like
gotta run in between.
I got a Funimation account, so like I got like everything in there.
That's what I got too. Like Funimation. Was anybody disappointed with Crunchyroll? Like it was putting out for like quite a bit of time, and all of a sudden, I guess they cut some deal they had with Crunchyroll and Funimation had like a cross up. It was called like VRV or something like that.
Okay.
So I went from Crunchyroll to VRV, and then they like canceled like their contracts or something like that between the two because they were connected
You
with
talking about
Funimation.
last year?
Yeah, and it like
Yeah.
that threw me all off. So like for
That-
a while I was like, I'm done with anime for a little bit.
From what I heard about that, and this is through Liggett's brother, they were trying to push out a certain magical index, and the fans really wanted to watch it, but Funimation was like slow on getting the content out because they wanted to put it out in English. So that's kind of like I don't know if that's exactly what happened, but I think that may have had something to do with the deal between Funimation and Crunchyroll like falling apart. And then so they just pushed out a certain magical index season 3 just with subs because in before the first 2 seasons were English dub. And then they just got rid of all the dub because Funimation did the dub. And this is also when and Jerry knows the whole Vic Mignogna thing. Like with Funimation, they were going through some crap. They were going through some crap. So they were going through lawsuits and all that. And that was last year, I think, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, this year was the pandemic. Last year, yeah, they were going through all the lawsuits. So that had something to do with it, and there's a lot of crap going on, and I think that's what led to the separation. But now I heard recently that Funimation bought Crunchyroll.
Oh wow!
So
that's a level up right there.
Yeah, there's no telling what's gonna happen to Crunchyroll now. I was like, I'll be like super tight if like Crunchyroll like just gets absorbed into Funimation. Crunchyroll like.
See, and like Verve was dope because they brought them both together. I hope they do something like that because I like the stuff I couldn't find on one. I could grab from the other with them both.
The other one, yeah.
Convenient, man, and only one payment. So that'd be dope if they brought it back. I'm a cheap type of dude, man. Like, I'd be trying to, what I mean? I'm on the third party websites, what I mean? Like anime lists, just trying to find it,
Yeah, but Crunchyroll doesn't have all things Funimation. They have Viz Media stuff. They have Viz Media. They're the producers. What are they? Well, I think Leggett's trying to say something. He's trying to activate his video, but
got the 3 dots of doom for him at the moment.
Yeah, like they do the voice acting, they do the producing and all that stuff, like on the West side. But like as far as like the Crunchyroll, I believe like they legally get all their videos from the source in Japan. That's what I believe they do. So they don't have to necessarily they don't have to have all the stuff that Funimation gets for the dub because all Funimation does, they just produce the dub for the most part.
Yeah, they take forever to update their website sometimes. Now, come and go with Funimation. I love it sometimes, but like at certain points, like the stream and I don't know if anybody else is having this issue with Funimation, but sometimes like anime I fall in and out of because I'm when I'm with one, I love it and I watch it to the very end. Like I have to ride one anime out because if I start jumping around, I'll never get back to where I started. You know what I'm saying? But like at certain points with Funimation, it'll freeze and it will not move. And I'll reload it 50 times and it will load up to the same point again and freeze. And I just give up. Like, I quit, man. I go to YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Just forget it. But
I have that problem too.
they got some kinks to work out with their service for sure.
But hey, sorry to cut you guys out, but I have to get going. I got work in the morning, so
No
late on my
worries.
end. So, I mean, good chat with
Good
everyone.
seeing you,
I'll be
bro.
hopping on
Yeah,
camera.
absolutely.
Nice seeing you,
All
man.
right.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, good to meet you guys.
All right, man.
Talk to you later.
Thanks for coming on, man.
All right.
Cool.
And then there were 5.
Yeah. Tevin, you live still?
Yeah, I'm still alive.
Well, it popped out on my Discord.
Oh,
What
yeah,
you?
the live popped off, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh wait,
it
what?
disappeared. Maybe that's the
Oh,
time.
that's because of I had shared my screen with the topic list on there.
Oh, but it's still recording.
Yeah. We're still live on Twitch. Like we're going on Twitch.
Cool.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know what else you guys want to get into.
I
If
think
there
that
is.
was probably good enough for a first episode, to be honest. That was
Yeah.
a whole hour some change.
Yeah, moving up to 2 hours almost.
Dope.
But
We went from COVID to anime. Cover some good, you know. You can't cover everything.
we
I
could
think
get.
that's gonna bounce it around a little bit. I think Jerry did his introduction, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when I went, I don't know if any of y'all peeped that, the swag, but I had to navigate us into our first topic with my introduction and then COVID. I didn't know if anybody peeped that. My girlfriend making fun of me. She was like, "That wasn't cool." Oh, a segue. Yeah, segue. But yeah.
My goodness. I think probably the last thing we could probably get into for a little bit is video games.
My
Let's go.
girlfriend, we can talk about Cyberpunk, and I'm gonna try to speak on her behalf. Cyberpunk has been
Get
blowing up
slapped
since
up.
2014, 12. They had a trailer, and then the game finally come out. And to sum it up, to crunch it all in, how you gonna finally come out and then come out on the PS4 and the Xbox One? Yeah, the Xbox One, and then gonna fail because of like graphics and stuff and all the glitches and stuff. Well, bugs, not necessarily the graphics, but yeah, bugs and everything. That's so embarrassing to wait that long to finally come out with a game and then come out with it.
Can I?
It just.
I'm confused how they didn't catch that if they're testing it the right way. Like any software company is going to be testing that, especially a company that big is going to be testing it like that. Especially for a game that big, they're going to be testing like
I'm
that.
about to say like the build up and like all that build up to be like up here and then immediately
Destroyed systems. Literally destroyed systems. And it was like, don't worry, you'll get your $60 back. Oh man, that's fail.
Oh, it messed up people's systems so they couldn't even play their other games anymore.
Mm-hmm. It was causing systems to overheat. The graphics and like the demand was too high. It was running processors too high, and it was destroying systems. So they had to take it down and refund everybody their money who was like on PS4 and I think Xbox as well.
I'm about to say I bought it for my girlfriend for Christmas, and I still ain't getting my money back. She put the request in or whatever. Now still haven't seen that in my account yet, so I don't know what's up.
You might hold that L.
I'm gonna press them though. I'm gonna keep doing the email or whatever. But yeah, might have.
Did they already take the game off the account?
Is the game off the account? Yeah, it's off. They pulled it off the entire PlayStation. You can't even play it if you wanted to.
Dang.
So I don't know.
Now the real question is, do you think they're gonna re-release it, but like actually work?
I think that was the plan.
Do you think it's gonna get like a better reception then if it does get fixed?
I feel like a lot of people that bought it and like got their refunds probably gonna be turned off from it. I think their sales the second time around gonna be a lot lower. People gonna be like, what, I don't even want to play it anymore.
Yeah, well, that's what I was thinking. I was like, with all the stuff that's going around online, they pretty much shot themselves in the foot.
No, they need to more so than fixing the graphics. They need to, or not the graphics, the bugs. They need to improve the graphics. It needs to look like a completely different game now. At this point, if they're gonna
give us the refund, and then like say they're gonna rework it, they better not send out the very same looking game with no bugs. Because then yeah, how's that gonna make me want to buy it? Because it looks the exact same way with no cars floating when they're not supposed to be floating.
Because I got something to say.
Those are just
I
Easter
knew you
eggs.
did. I was waiting for him.
Camera for this one.
Oh,
Yeah, he did.
oh,
Oh, my man glitching.
Come back to us.
Look at no. I'm trying to hear what this man got to say. Because he's been hyping this game up for like,
y'all.
I don't know how long. It's not the time, man.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes, just keep it like
Yes.
that. We're not.
Steph, you're muted.
Cyberpunk, the release was
I just
trash.
realized that.
Sorry.
So the release of Cyberpunk was trash, but I also want to say that I feel like everybody's putting like all the blame on the developers. But can we just talk about how the studio was getting death threats for delaying the game? Like, I feel like that's like the toxic. And this is a company that had a good reputation up until this point, because they gave us the Witcher 3, and so which is widely regarded as a fantastic game. So I do think that you know pardon this, but obviously the game ended up being uh not a finished product. But
Word.
I think that the blame isn't solely on the developers for this one.
Yeah.
Because if you're like, hey, we're gonna delay our game, we know you guys really want to play our game, but we gotta delay it, make sure we get it right. And then like everybody's like, oh well, we're gonna send everybody on your dev team death threats if you don't put this game out. Blah 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 blah. So man, I feel like this game kind of had like no matter what, um, like there were some good games that came out this year, like Doom Eternal, Animal Crossing, uh, yeah, and
Among Us.
obviously like FF7 remake. But there was a few games like Avengers wasn't what it was hyped up to be as well either. But I do think that that's something that we as gamers and as a gaming culture we really need to address is
Yo,
pushing these
what's their face,
developers.
bro?
Huh?
What's up with their face? Why are you making that face?
Because we were getting on Liggett about Avengers the whole year.
Oh goodness.
Both of those, both Avengers
but
and Cyberpunk, he
but
was
no,
hyping up. And we were
like I
like,
do.
no.
I almost cussed him out over Avengers. Like when I finally got it. Like I'm
Look, look, man.
I'll let you say your bit, and then I'll get to my story. Go ahead.
I do think as a culture, as like a gaming culture and a community, we do need to like rethink about how we treat developers and whatnot. Because sending developers death threats over like game delays that's not cool. Like we're at a point in time where we just expect everything like instant and this and that. And if something's not, it's just like with the Wonder Woman movie. If it's not perfect, it's trash. And I'm just like, okay, like so y'all just don't enjoy anything. But
Yeah,
I
they
don't
shouldn't
know.
threaten people over doing
It's
their
different when
jobs
it's
for
obviously
Go ahead, Liggett.
Oh, hello.
Cyberpunk didn't put out a finished product. Obviously, that's a legitimate problem. But I think internet culture as a whole, it's like, oh,
Yeah.
it's not perfect day one. You said you said I could fly in this game and I can only glide. You know, oh well, the game's trash. You know, I only played an hour of the game. I'm leaving a 0 out of 5 negative review, like all this type of stuff, and I'm just like,
I think a lot of that comes from.
it's a little bit of both sides.
I think a lot of that comes from like not knowing the process of like what it takes to create a video game. Because like
Mhm.
I can speak of my experience and just like when I was going through school for computer science and like learning the process and all that. Like the first time I put up any type of basic website, it took me I don't know how long to even get to the point to feel comfortable to like put up something that actually looked good. And even then, it wasn't like going to Facebook and looking at the page and everything's like seamlessly, everything's working together, like everything's organized really pretty and all that stuff. Like there's a lot of effort that goes into these things, and I feel like people just kind of just roll over that. Like look at our phones. Do y'all know how all that stuff works? Could y'all put a phone together like right now? Like probably not. Could you guys make all the apps that go on that thing? Probably not. And so I don't know. I don't think people look at it that way. I wish people did because then we could appreciate it.
Yeah, that's
But
very true. That's real.
Hmm.
Yeah, unfortunately, people are always going to be like that. I think that's one of those things where you just need to chalk it up to it's always going to be one or multiple that are just going to always have something ignorant to say. I don't think I get surprised by most things people say anymore that's against whatever, something's coming out or whatever.
yeah,
Critiquing movies is a little different. But when it comes to video games and things like that, especially and when death threats and stuff, it's like, whatever. Just keep it moving. Like, it's not even surprised anymore how crazy and ridiculous people get over
yeah,
things.
Not to mention, we live in that quarantine time, so people are just sitting in their house festering for entertainment and trash
Mhm.
talk, and I mean, everything's trash now. You can't do anything.
Right.
I don't want to talk to my family. Like,
Speaking of family, people, like, there was this thing, it was kind of a thing, and it was kind of like,
I was actually told.
go
I
ahead,
was
go ahead.
actually told that the I think my fiance told me that the divorce rate actually went up during this pandemic.
Yeah.
Like people like literally don't deal with their spouses. It's like, yo, how can you do that?
about to find out who you married to
Yeah.
now.
Oh yeah.
But,
He said, I know who I married now. He said, oh, I just realized that I really have to talk to you. Now I have to talk to you.
Another real
Thank
thing
you.
that's actually happening, people are actually realizing how many friends they really have or don't have in the quarantine too,
Yeah.
and that's actually real too. Like people that you would normally talk to because you see them out. It's a little different than when you actually got to pick up the phone and text them or call them, and you don't.
mhm.
So,
Yeah.
Bro, on that note, how
I've
many
always
babies
been
is there
kind of a
about to
bad
be in a
texter.
couple months?
what's
Not for
that?
me.
I said, on that note, how many babies is there about to be in a couple months? These quarantine babies.
I don't know. Probably a lot. Probably already a lot, and just no announcements or anything yet. I
Yeah.
could imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
We had
Um,
the what was it, the reveal party at the brush fire.
oh man.
Yeah, that was wild, dude.
What is that, like a viral video or something?
You didn't hear about that? It was like in California. There were a bunch of wildfires that spread out, and then this couple had a gender reveal party, and it had to do with fire or something like that, and then it got out of control, and then
Oh wow,
it like added on to the wildfire.
wow, damn, get wrecked. That's crazy.
Oh, it's fireworks. She said it was fireworks, and that added on to the wildfire.
Yeah.
Cause like it I think it was like during the summer, like it was like very dry, and so it was very dry and hot. So that's how the wildfires start,
Right.
and then the fireworks like added on to it, and then like that's how the whole thing started. I'm surprised you didn't see the memes. Like a lot of people were like
I
posting
probably will
memes
now.
about this, which
Watch.
kind of sucks because like a
No,
lot of people
it was
lost
a
their
summertime
lives.
thing.
Yeah, good bit of people lost their lives over this too.
Mm.
And it wasn't because of the gender reveal party per se, but it's something that added on to it. But like the wildfires like got out of control. Like
Mm.
like people lost their homes. Like I've heard numerous stories, which is pretty sad. But I don't want to get into that on this.
No worries.
Yeah, God bless those families. That's tough.
Yeah.
All right, I think we can go ahead and call it good there. There's definitely a lot of things that we did miss out on the year. We definitely didn't get into the police brutality stuff as much as we probably could have. Um, yeah, that's a whole topic in itself. Hopefully, we won't have to get into that next year, but I'm sure something's gonna happen, as it
Yeah.
usually does every single year. But
It's gonna happen. It's just depending on who talks about it
yeah,
or who catches it on camera,
yeah.
in my opinion. But
So
yeah, hopefully something will change.
yeah, we'll see. So
This
Papa
was a good
Biden,
start though.
yeah,
Tevin, thanks for having us on here, man. This was cool.
yeah, man. Hopefully we can flesh it out a little bit more, add
Yes, sir.
some glitz and glamour to it, and get some more people on here, get some more guests, get some special guests. Who knows? But
Absolutely.
I definitely want to develop this and get into some of these deep topics. I know it might be boring sometimes for people that might be watching, and it might not be everyone's cup of tea on here. But I have questions. I know y'all have questions, and I don't want to bar down any type of topic, anything taboo. Go ahead, throw it on here. Whatever, do
Word.
whatever we can. I want to change the world somehow, and this is the way I want to go about doing it. So
I'm with it, man.
yeah, appreciate having you guys on.